You know, I wasn't expecting to have so many difficulties financially, but I guess we're spending a lot of money this year, so it is what it is. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge. And we're in the last day of the season and we're looking at our finances because our financial status is insecure, which is a bit surprising. We've only really dropped into this difficulty in January, though this is the worst we've had financially since we started the save. We started with about 2.65 million. It's never really gone back to that. At the beginning of last season, we only had 885,000, mostly due to facilities we're bringing in and upgrading, which I will show you in a bit. But we're expected to make a loss this year for the first time. Well, I said first time. We're supposed to be not doing well financially and to be in minus 1 million at the end of next season, which is not ideal, but we need to work on that either way. But still, talking about facilities, we are getting better and better. We've got an adequate youth facility now. We've got below average training facilities. That's something we need to improve again, but we've got good academy coaching and good youth recruitment, which is very, very ideal. The stadium is owned by the council, so that's not ideal. But if we can get that eventually under our control or build a new stadium, that'd be great. So we need to look into this. We've had a few times where apparently we've been targeted by a lot of things. And I am also looking at this and thinking this is very, very exciting that we've got a strong under-18 squad now. And we've already managed to bring someone into the main team as it is. This is a very strong looking under-18 squad. Is it the best? Absolutely not. Can it be better? Yes, it can. But the same could be said for this squad, and this isn't the best under-20 squad either, and we need to look into this and see what we can do. Sicardi, I don't think he's going to be getting as good as I wanted to be. He's got the potential to be better and better, but with all the new players now in the squad from the youth intakes, I think Sicardi is going to be missing out on first team football in the future, which is a shame because I have a lot of hopes for this guy, but it is what it is. But still, since we're on the last day of the season, what have we been doing in the league since we last met up? The first game we had was away from her against Rieti, and we took the lead in the 38th minute of the game after Forte scored, I think his 5th of the season. And then in the second half, it took us until the 75th minute to get this goal, but McNanny, who came from the bench, made it 2-0 to give us a bit of a cushion. And after that, we managed to make it 3-1 in the 82nd, so 3-0 in the 82nd minute of the game. Sator finds McNanny, who scores his 2nd of the game. It's good stuff. But then Mazza scores his first ever goal for us. Keeper could do better at the free kick, yes, but Mazza scores his first ever goal, and for me, that is the first player that has come from my youth intake. Well, actually, it's not the first player. LFD is the first player that comes from my youth intake to score a goal for us, but Mazza is the first player outside of him to have done so, and he's developing quite nicely, wouldn't you think? So yeah, he's one of many players that are now getting better and better, and I think at this point in time, the squad is just going to look very, very strong. And this year he's really developed quite nicely. He's only been paid 450 a week. He's got a 3-year deal. He's exciting. I'm enjoying this. And that last game being his first goal for us meant that we've got a great opportunity to ensure that this team and Michel Mazza will have a very good future, and potentially Serie B could be what we're looking for in the very near future. Our next game was at home to San Bernardeste, and we took the lead in this game after Forte got on the end of this. I don't know how he gets in the end of that, or how the keeper doesn't save it, but we score. But they do get an equaliser in the first minute of the game. Signorini plays it back, and Pog just does that. It's a very good goal for him, but we do get a winner in the 56th minute of the game after Turigi gets his 2nd of the season with that header to ensure that we beat San Bernardeste for the very first time, the team that actually denied us a playoff place last season. And this, for me, is a huge, huge victory because we've never beaten this team. Never beaten this team. They had a goal without in the 82nd minute of the game. But we've never beaten this team, and for me, this was a huge victory because it was the ramifications of the fact we can now say we've beaten one of our rivals for the first time was wonderful to say the least. Our next game was away from home against Ravenna, and Ravenna scored the goal in the 14th minute of the game to give them the lead, and they held on until the 73rd minute of the game. I was making changes when this happened, but Forte finds Sator, and Sator, well, he's not going to miss that opportunity. 1-0, final score 1-0. I'd say 2 points dropped here because it's a team we should have been beaten given the circumstances of the league at the time, but it is what it is. We've dropped points for the first time in a while, and I was just happy we didn't lose, quite frankly, because it could have gone very much against us if we didn't do as well as we could have done. Our next game was at home against Reggiani, and we drew 0-0. No goals to show you, no highlights to show you, because, well, I didn't see much highlights in this game, so I'm kind of grateful I didn't show you guys this, but we weren't at our best. They had chances, but didn't take them. There's only 9 shots in the entire match, which I think should tell you how dull this was to watch. But, given that I would rather have a 0-0 draw than lose 1-0, I was content. The final game that we played since we last met was this game against Fano, and we beat them 3-0. Martina finds Rokas, who gets his 11th goal of the season, his first goal in a while for us. And it took us until the 79th minute to get our second. I was concerned we weren't going to do it, but McNanny just gets to the end of that rebound. Because I will say this, the player who missed it initially should have got the goal, but McNanny gets a late penalty to ensure we get all 3 points. And yeah, we weren't at our best at times, but in the second half we turned up. Alioni LABD was actually pretty good at this game, and look at how he's developing suddenly. At one point, he was not the best, but now he's decided to start to turn up with his development. He's got an XG of 2. He's got 1 goal in the league. But I feel that had he scored that effort that was saved, and McNanny got the rebound from, he would have had his 3rd goal of the season and 2nd in the league. Has he been my best player? No. He's got an average rating of 6.53. That is a terrible average rating, but he has scored goals. He scored early goals in the season. He was very good at the beginning. And if you look at his progress since he came in the window, since he came in for new intake, physically, he is a much better player now. Like, strength is doubled, stamina is up by 3rd, balance is almost doubled, agility and acceleration are up. So many things in this player has improved since we had him in our youth intake. And that was just last year, if I recall correctly. So this guy, no, he came with us in the first youth intake. So in the last 2 years, he's developed into this player. And for me, this is very important now because we've got many players that are improving, and this guy is one of them, and I'm very excited to see what he can do. He's one of 3 players that can potentially be a striker for us if he's not on a wing side of things. We're training him as an advanced forward, but he is getting better and better at being a good poacher, pressing forward, and even a deep line forward if we need it. And a deep line forward is one of the roles we use, so this guy is getting better in the position I need him to be. So, is he perfect? No, but he's getting better, and when my older players like Forte or Satur are going to retire, this guy's be one of those players that will come up and be you replacing them as a youngster, 18 years of age, and I'm very excited to see what we can do with it. But enough about this guy. We're now looking at the league. Where are we now in the league after these good run of results? So we're now in 12th place, and 1 point in the season. I would not have dreamt this was possible, but we've actually managed to surpass our points tally of last season. We are only 2 points away from 10th place. Rimini, who play JLABTV, play Rimini in the last day of the season. If they draw and we beat Satuel, who I doubt are going to lose to us, we have a chance to get into 10th place. But can we? I don't think we can, actually, think about it, because Rimini beat us twice. So even if they draw, we couldn't be above them. So I think the playoffs are done. I don't think we can get in the playoffs because of results between teams. Unfortunately, that's the case. I wish it wasn't, but it is. We've got Tristini versus Brass, so we could finish as low as 14th place because Teremo do play Wigenia. But at the same time, I would still take this over what I was fearing at the beginning of the season. I legitimately feared we would be in the relegation playoff fight at the beginning of the season. We're not now. We're safe. Fano are going to try and avoid being in the relegation playoffs. They got Mantova, who are looking to win the title. Siena have absolutely bottled it at the end of the season, and I can't quite believe it. Siena need to win against Vitebese, who are in 9th place, just secured a playoff place. And yeah, we could be in a situation where we could try and get out of the relegation zone. Oh, and Vivana are playing against Oizo, so anything's possible at this point. We're going to go to the fixtures, we're going to go to the match, and we're going to absolutely try our best to get something out of this game to at least get a 11th place to match our best finish of last season. We've already got our best points tally, and if we can keep this up, I'll be very delighted indeed. So, who knows what's going to happen? We've only lost twice in the last 17 matches. Can we avoid making it 3 in the last 18? I don't know, but it'd be great if we could, you know? Also, I love I use the suggested squad thing more often now. It's something I wouldn't have done it before, but we are doing it now. Tariga's injured, and Kuchante's injured as well. So we've got Gary who starts. His physicals need improving. I need to do something about that eventually. So maybe general rehab, yes, general rehab. By the way, you can literally see what's been improved. So acceleration, agility, balance, jumping, reach, pace, stamina, and strength. That would be good to get him up and running again. So maybe we need to do that every time the player gets injured now. Who knows? But either way, we're going to look at this and we're going to see what we can do in the meantime. And I hope we can do it because it'd be great if we could. As I'm going to make sure all the players that are currently injured get the... Look at Tarigi's decline now. He's no longer the player that I want he used to be. He is going to be struggling for his third team spot in the next coming year. And I'm dreading to say that. But anyway, let's see what we can do in this last league game of the season, and let's by some miracle we managed to get into the playoffs. Okay, there's a corner. It's for them. We haven't lost in a while, and we've gone behind here. 16 minutes, 3 minutes in, and it's his 19th of the season. Nunes made a mistake. I can't quite believe it. Nunes has made a mistake. That's not often I say that, but he missed an interception here. Oh, he did. No, he was there. He was at the line, so that's how he missed it. So we got to go cautious now, because I don't think going balance is going to work in this game, unfortunately. And this team is one of the better teams in the division right now. I mean, they're third place, so of course they're going to be one of the better teams. And we've got to get rid of the ball. Okay, they got a chance here. Tate's lost the ball. He's giving away to Forte. Now, what can we do? Rokas is on the ball. He's all by himself as a poacher. Here's Mazza, our future captain. I'm literally going to call him our future captain until we make him the captain. I'm just saying here and now. Here's Laneri. What can he do? He's played back to Gabriel. Laneri again. Can we do something? No, it doesn't seem that we're going to. They've intercepted the pass. And Akanika could potentially start. My weakness, I'm realizing this now, is I sometimes have my fullbacks going too far up the pitch, which is giving too much space. But they got an opportunity here. Rover finds Tate. Rover on the ball again. He goes for goal. It's over the bar. We've got a corner. Gabriel Nunes to take. Bit high up the field for half-back beyond the field. But there you go. Mazza on the ball now. What can he do? He's played it to Laneri. He's going to play it back to the keeper. So we need to do something with this. And quickly. We've already got a player that's no longer on the field due to injuries. It's a bit concerning. Laneri, what can he do with this? I don't know how that's got to Rokas, but he has. His forte. What can we do with this? He's going to find Rokas potentially good for goals. Bling. It's on the line. That's on the line. I don't think it went over the line, but we've got an opportunity here. That's going to give us an absolute boost, surely, because we got so close. It deflected onto the post and went across the line. But we've got an opportunity again. Laneri plays it across. It's been headed away. Back to Laneri, though. Plays it across again. Forces doesn't get to this. And he's going to try and get to this first. He can play it back. He has done. Martinez, very good, giving him support needed. Here's Gabriel. Now Farkas. What can he do? Comunetti finds Laneri. Look at the players we're going to get forward now. We need to get players forward. Look at players they've got surrounding the Neri, but he's still able to get the ball across. His forte, Rokas is offside. Any other time, that's a great goal. The problem with Rokas sometimes, and I'm noticing this, is he sometimes doesn't go the flow of the defenders, and he just either goes further forward than he should do, or doesn't go back enough. We're going to encourage the team because we feel like they got something as Lazaro makes his debut for us now. As a left back, I think he's got potential here. Here's Farkas, Lazaro, Farkas again. Plays it forward. And it's been headed away only as far as Ricardo, who's on the pitch as well. Satur, what can he do here? Plays it back to Ricardo. Plays it in the middle. It's been headed away. And it's back to Ricardo again. Here's Gabriel Mazza. He's played it back to Farkas. That's a bit surprising to me, but look at this. Lazaro. Farkas. Look at how many players we got. If we give the ball away, we're going to be in trouble. But McNanny has got... Oh, he's offside too. Oh, my days. We had two players who's had goals ruled out for offside. He's way off as well, which is the worst part about this. I can't even defend him. I cannot defend him. And there's another highlight immediately after that. It's Dagger now. What's he going to do with this? He's going to play it forward. And we need to do something here. And Trucci... Oh, he could have killed it off. He probably should have killed it off. But we've had chances. We've had opportunities. We've been offside twice. And we're not going to get anything. We're going to lose this game. So any chance we could have done of at least matching 10th place has died. Because we couldn't get a point or even a win. It is what it is though. So I can't complain. Still, we're going to finish the season in 12th place. It's not the worst position, but it's not the highest either. We could have finished as low as 14th place. It wasn't for results between teams, but there you go. We've done something productive. So let's go to the end of season review. Okay, so here we are. End of season review. Confettis are falling again, so we've done ourselves justice. There's no new arrivals. We did let Mamadov go, and he's actually got 7 goals and 3 assists since he left us. But got an average of 6.6. Oh, I'm confused about this. What is he? Has he been so inconsistent? He does that sort of magic that then just does terribly every other game. Still, we were expected to finish in the relegation playoffs, and we managed to get a mid-table finish in the end. So I can't complain. 13 wins, 12 draws, 13 defeats. We actually got more points than last season, but we actually the problem was the team that finished in 10th place honestly just had 4 more points than last season. And Siena just absolutely collapsed at the top. Look at that. Mantova win the league. But there we go. We were expected to finish in the relegation playoffs. We got ourselves in 12th. Rokas was a top goal scorer, but he actually got less goals than last year. Wasn't as good. So after we did better and better, we started to improve again, which is great. It's great stuff, but we could have done worse, but it could have been better as well, if that makes sense. Yes, biggest win we just seen that game. And Satur was the player who got the best goal, and it was a really good goal if I recall correctly. That was our first win as well, so it was the first game we got a victory if I recall correctly. And Pontederi, the victory against them was the match to remember, which is great. So it was wonderful stuff. Okay, so financially, we're still getting 2.12 million, but it's gone down from 2.15 million. Broadcasting right has actually gone down by 116,000. Corporate and hospitality has gone down by 7,000. And matchday commercial retail has gone down by 6,000 too. So Gabriel was the best shirt seller. Rokas was there. Agnello was there. Nardoza and Bani were also in the top 5. Reputation's not going up, and there's no sponsorship deals coming in for this year. As for my lineup, well, Gabriel Nunez was the only player to get an average rating of 7.0 at least. Martino got 5 assists. He was very good as usual when he needed to be. And Rokas was the only player to get at least 10 goals this year, but we had multiple players get 5 goals. Bani got 5 goals and 4 assists. He was a designated penalty taker, so he was actually the second best player in the team in midfield. Though Cominetti and Tarigo were both pretty good at times as well. Nardoza played every single game, so he played all 40 games. But yeah, we didn't start this season with this formation, but we've gone back to it, and it's absolutely brilliant. that we got back to this. We definitely rotated the team a lot. Mazza was in the start, the best 11 this year for the first time, so I'm happy with this. And I got nothing for my rewards, but there we go. Nunes was the fans' player of the year. Again, he was incredible for us. Cominetti was the young player of the season. Sato got the goal of the year. Rokas was the top goal scorer. Banny's... No, wait. 4 assists. That was the highest? What? That's confusing to me. Nunes got 4 player of the match performances, and Nunes was just really good this year. Is it really the... I could have sworn it was something more. Can I go back? Yeah. There was 5 assists for Martinez. Something's going wrong here somewhere. The fact that that's the top assist, I'm confused. But yeah. 2 goals in the game. We still haven't broken that streak yet, but we've got 15 clean sheets this year. And Tuigi's played 159 times for us now. While Wilkes has finally broken the 50 goal mark. And Alione LFD got the youngest goal scorer, 17 years and 333 days. That's the youngest. That's incredible when you think about it. But there we go. We've done it. We're here. And getting 12th place after a difficult season, this was nice. I always enjoy this. But we actually were expected to finish in 17th place. But yeah, XG-wise, a lot worse than we actually was. We only got a goal a game in the end in the league. So that's a sign of things to come. The club wants to finish in this division, so I'm assuming relegation playoffs and to fix the club's financial damage. Okay, that's a thing that we need to start doing. And work towards repairing the club's financial damage. And that's the worst part is it's literally all me because I've done nothing but request new things. So we're going to... Can I say this? We're gonna have to avoid the relegation next season. Though it might be towards the relegation playoffs, and that's what we're working towards. That's great. The fact that they literally only want that is wonderful to me. It really is. I'd like to discuss the promises now I'll be willing to make for next season. I'm looking to give youth a chance this season. With young players, we're getting a chance to impress. Okay, that's great. Most of the players are happy with this. Only Ruggieri's not happy. I'm not sure that will really change anything, but if it means everyone's happy, then by all means go for it. And I won't say anything else. That's literally what I'm going to say for promises right now. That was just very promising. I can't wait to get on the next season. So that's something I needed to do more, I think. And thanks everyone. I hope I'll see this on next season. I'm enjoying that. That for once felt good. Nanny had a negative effect on his morale. Really? Why? Isn't he someone that's benefiting from this? But yeah, play young players. I think considering what I do, it's great. I do it all the time. So if for some reason it doesn't work out, I'll be surprised. And there you go. But weaknesses, we've still got a few of them. And given that some of the players that are in the youth intakes this year and getting better and better, I'm excited about this. I'm gonna... Do I care about the playoffs? I don't know. But we'll talk about things anyway later on in the next season, I feel. So I'm going to go to the end of the season. And by end of the season, I mean the playoffs position. And we're going to see who is surviving the playoffs. And if we need to talk about anything, actually we do need to talk about this because we need to talk about who's going down at the 2 in December, Deste and Aquilia. So we'll be back for that. And to see who gets promoted this year, okay? Also, we've got 36,500 for wages and 536,000 for transfers. I don't spend money on transfers, so that's a thing we don't need to worry about. And San Benedeste have managed to win because they were the highest seed. Oh, Aquilia, you poor souls. They're relegated. What can you do? I'm sorry, what? What is your reaction to being linked to such a high-profile job as this? Hold the bloody phone. Why? Oh, they got relegated. Okay, where's this come from? Why are we the second highest in the odds? What? I don't want the job, though. Oh, my God. Is this going to be an issue we're going to have to worry about? Oh, boy. I have no interest in leaving my job, and I'm very happy where I am. That is literally what I've got to say about that. That is a... Wasn't prepared for that. They gave me a new contract. Nice. Okay, that's cool of them. Appreciate that. A 2-year one too, even better. Okay, so the playoffs are finished, and yeah. So no one from my division got promoted again. It was Abanalefe that got promoted in the end, and they were promoted from the A group, so that's a thing. And who did they beat? And they beat someone from their division as well to get to that. Okay, so the team that finished in 7th place. This is why it's so interesting, this playoff system. The team finished in 7th place, and they actually only had 5 more points than we did in the end. Managed to get themselves promoted to Serie B after finishing in just 7th place. That's why winning the title is so important for this competition, because you never know who can get promoted. Either way, we're going to end things here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you all subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. And so anyway, until next time, bye and good night.